Wow, Madison Square Garden Theater, not the arena, but thank you, D. Madden, for that wonderful introduction. I'm gonna need to get a soundbite of that the next time someone asks me for an elevator pitch. And to my brother, you're welcome for that two seconds of fame I gave you. But first off, good morning, class of 2016, faculty, parents, family, and friends. Congratulations, class of 2016. Now, I'm honored to be here speaking in front of you all today. I'm full of happiness, joy, and nerves. Nerves not because we're about to enter the real world, but because I've been tasked with delivering a message of some sort of value to a group of peers that I will forever respect. Seriously, amongst this class, there are club presidents, founders of charities, and managers of portfolios that are outperforming most of Wall Street. And on top of that, you are all some of the smartest people I have ever met. I know that because since freshman year, you have been killing me on the Stern curve. Or should I say the academic grading standards. You know, when deciding what to say to you all, I first went on the internet. And oddly enough, BuzzFeed does not have a top 10 list of things to say during your commencement speech. So perhaps we could work on that afterwards, Mr. Coleman. But I turned to the next thing that we all do when we're procrastinating, studying for that Corfin exam, or writing that PRL paper. I went on YouTube. And you know, after watching several videos of the greatest commencement speeches of all time, or in fact the greatest speeches of all time, I've learned two things. One, your first name has to be Steve, and two, your last name has to be Jobs. But in all seriousness, I've learned more from you all than I ever will learn from watching YouTube. Specifically, you guys have taught me 3 major keys to success: finding opportunity, making good decisions, and reflecting on our achievements. In a time where the value of a $250,000 college degree is constantly debated, I thank you all for making it a little easier to see the value in attending NYU and Stern. Sure, we boast world-class faculty, state-of-the-art facilities, and of course, we are located in the heart of the greatest city in the world. But an empty, fancy classroom is just an empty, fancy classroom. And without the great student minds to populate it, it's just space. So the first lesson, finding opportunity. When people ask me to describe Stern and New York University, I tell them we are a school full of students who chose to opt in. Over the last 4 years, we realized that in order to achieve success, whatever that may be, we couldn't sit there and wait for opportunities to come to us. Instead, we grabbed our Herschel backpacks, put on our Timberland boots, buttoned our wool coats, and we looked for things that made us happy. Whether it was IAG or the Stern Art Gallery, we took it upon ourselves to branch out. Sure, we had some free pizza, soda, donuts, and of course, iPad minis to motivate us along the way. But in the end, we had to opt in. When we all came to NYU, we knew we were opting into a non-traditional college experience. One where luscious green quads are replaced with reckless yellow cabs and $5 halal carts. Where instead of cheering for our own college sports teams, we go to hundreds of college bars to cheer for other college sports teams. And instead of fraternity houses and sorority houses, we have one small but great house, Josie's. However, students from around the globe chose to opt in, and as a result, our classroom discussions are not filled with one-sided comments, but instead, we have student opinions from Kenya, India, Japan, Korea, China, and of course, the occasional New Jersey. You know we're a globally diverse class when the ISP locations are Chile, Vietnam, and Turkey, or Portugal, sorry. Probably go with Turkey in the future. Yeah, many of us have been to all 3. And our diversity, our uniqueness, it all comes from you all deciding to opt into the Stern experience. And thank goodness you did. You know, exactly 4 years ago when I left high school, I remember my dad sending me a Wall Street Journal article titled, 10 Things Your Commencement Speaker Won't Tell You. I remember thinking, wow, Dad, I haven't even signed up for writing the essay yet, and you're already talking to me about college graduation? And while it was premature, to this day, I'll remember one tip on that list. Don't make the world worse. And that brings me to the second lesson you've all taught me. Whether it's BIP, PRL, or that random Aristotle Gallatin class you took on ethics, we're taught frameworks on decision making in hopes that one day, when we're all in positions of influence, we don't screw up. And while I think most of us would agree that these frameworks are taught for us to make the world a better place, I think if we all just realize that if we don't make the world worse, we'd be a heck of a lot better off. Let's recognize that while NYU and New York City are diverse melting pots, the world isn't. Many of our fellow college peers studying at other prestigious universities struggle when it comes to the issues of equality, justice, and respect. While we may not all agree on certain issues, and we certainly don't have to, let's always opt in to defend each other's opinions. While I truly believe that this class will in fact make the world a better place, I know we have the ability to prevent others from making it worse. During freshman BIP, Senator Cory Booker came and said his father once told him, "Son, you may have hit a home run, but you started on third base." Now, whether you like or dislike Senator Booker, I think this line is something that we should carry for the rest of our lives. And to me, it is the third and most important lesson you have all taught me. So I'll repeat it again. Son, you may have hit a home run, but you started on third base. So let's reflect on the success we've had in the last 4 years. Let's keep our minds open and pay tribute to those who helped set us up for our home runs. And more importantly, let's acknowledge those who may have had less privilege than us, yet were still able to reach their goals. The success that has brought us to this stage today is for sure a home run, a grand slam even. However, not all of us started from the same base. Some of us started deep, deep, deep in the dugout, while others practically mid-slide into home plate. This isn't to say our successes are not our own, because they are. Our success is our blood, our sweat, and our tears. But as we move on in our careers, whether it's in the arts, social impact, marketing, I think some of us are doing this thing called finance, we must recognize our own privilege and realize that not all of us started from equal footing. So as we leave Madison Square Garden today, I want to congratulate you all on hitting a major grand slam. I want to thank you for opting into everything Stern and NYU had to offer, thus making it a great experience for us all. I hope we continue to opt in for the rest of our lives, because those who find success in today's world are the ones who take it upon themselves to go looking. I hope we all continue to use good ethics and morals so that we don't make the world worse. And I hope we reflect on our success to see where we went right, but more importantly, where we went wrong. And lastly, I want all of us to turn around, give a round of applause to the loved ones who are here today, and thank them for helping us get to our home run. Without all of your support, our home runs would never exist. So I look forward to seeing the great accomplishments the class of 2016 will achieve, and I especially look forward to staying in touch with the Stern community down the line. And even if you choose not to stay in touch with the Stern community down the line, I'm sure alumni relations will find a way. Thank you for your time, and as Dean Mena has been tweeting us for the last 4 years, #WeAreStern.
Thank you for that phenomenal speech, Jesse. The most anticipated